what's up, everybody? We hope you can hear us because they just cranked up the music when we sat down.
They sure did.
Yeah, but we are in San Francisco having a ball. And why are we here?
Because it's right next to our hotel.
That's not what I expected. We're here because we are actually, we've rebooked a cruise, did we not?
Yeah, for our 40th wedding anniversary.
We're heading on an Alaskan cruise tomorrow. We came in early to do a little brewery hopping and so forth. And we've had to rebook this thing like 3 times. But yeah, so we've had a really crazy day. And what we did is we realized that yesterday we had gone to 3 breweries. For whatever reason, we just never did a video at those individual breweries. And we just want to talk a little bit about, we're just kind of going to group them. I don't like doing that, but I guess better than doing that than not doing it all, right? So first of all, let's talk about where we're at now. We are like right next door at our hotel, and we're at the Golden Gate Tap Room, and it's pretty cool. There's a huge screen in front of us that they play sports. It'll be
and TVs everywhere, a bunch of games,
video games.
What's that thing we used to do? The ball roll thing?
A little skittle ball.
Yeah,
skittle ball.
yeah.
Ski ball.
Basketball.
And you know what? The beer.
Pool tables.
And I was just having to tell you, I'll start out. We're at the Golden Gate Tap House, like I said.
On Powell Street.
Yeah, they have a bunch of beers on tap. So this is actually, believe it or not, a peanut butter milk stout on nitro. And it smells awesome, and it's just really smooth and creamy. It's by Belching Beaver Brewery. Never heard of them before, but you'll remember that one. And Patricia has a cider.
It's a mighty dry cider from, you can tell where it's anyhow.
So let's talk about the first brewery we went to.
Okay. What was the name of it? M-I-K.
The first brewery we went to was Mikkeller. And again, it wasn't too far. We walked everywhere. But they had, I'm telling you, they had some amazing beers. Right up my alley in terms of the dark beers, stouts. A lot of them were high gravity. That's the only problem. But everything that I tasted was so good. The only complaint that I have is that they didn't do flights. That is absolutely the only complaint that I had about that place, because I would have drank a lot more beer if there would have been a flight. I would have gotten through the list a little bit more. But we also had some special guests with us.
Right? Yes, we did. My cousins that I haven't seen since probably I was 18. So that was real cool. So
today they're probably all cussing me out about going to the brewery and drinking stuff they probably don't ever drink. But I have to admit, I got the impression that they liked what they were drinking.
I think they did.
So we had some, I can't talk about specific beers. I wish I would have pulled them up.
Chocolate pretzel.
Yeah, the chocolate pretzel was really good. I had a chicory porter, which I really didn't understand what chicory is, but it was a coffee kind of beer.
What about
one?
You drive me crazy.
Crazy, you drive me crazy.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, they all had so good. And her cousin had a beer called Abracus or something, but it had a lot of cinnamon in it. Oh my God, that was, and you know, the weird thing is the guy that was serving us, because these things were 10%, 13, 15%, I was always asking, is it boozy? Is it boozy? Because I don't want a boozy beer. He said, yeah, but we would drink it and it would be just so smooth. I mean, you could tell it was strong, but they had such great taste. Was there anything else that stood out for you?
Well, I had that raspberry blush.
Oh, that's right.
It was a tart.
That was a wheat beer. Yeah, it was a wheat beer.
And it was a sour and it had coffee in it.
Oh, it did, yeah.
Red raspberry.
Yeah.
That was good.
They had a mint chocolate something or other beer, but it was off. It had thrown the coop before we got there.
Did you try one of those banana?
I did try one of the banana ones. I tried the lower one, which was about 10%. And actually, that wasn't bad, and it had a real light banana flavor to it. So, yeah, I highly recommend going there. That is, I mean, especially if you're into dark beers. I think they had, if I'm not mistaken, they had a handful of IPAs and all too. But they also, in addition, though, they had a lot of other people's beers there, which I kind of thought was kind of interesting. Normally when you go to a brewery, you're just drinking their beer, but they do have a variety of other beers from other breweries on tap. So, anything else about that one? I just love that place. I mean, the beers were just on my list.
They also said their main place was somewhere else too.
Yeah.
So, and then where did we go?
So from there, we walked to, was it Black Hammer?
Black Hammer.
We went to Black Hammer. They did do flights. They had a lot, if I remember correctly, they had a lot of IPAs. And they didn't have a whole lot of anything chocolate, coffee, or anything like that. But the beers that they had, I have to admit, just your regular lagers and pale ales and all, they were all extremely, extremely smooth. And I think anybody, whether you're into craft beer or not, I really believe you would love the beer that they have because they had so much there that was available for everybody, really.
And it was real neat because we got there and then I guess the Giants game was over and all of a sudden the whole place was packed with Giant fans. Of course they lost the game, but that was pretty cool to see all the fans coming in there and cheering.
It did.
I mean, having their T-shirts.
It was crowded.
Yeah, it was crowded.
I'm sure, but I was trying to think of some other specific beers, and again, I don't have anything written down. But everything that I had there was pretty good. I was kind of amazed at the ales and the lagers, just how smooth they were. I mean, they were just really, really good. We're rocking here. Can you hear it? So that was Black Hammer. I would definitely, if I was living here, I'd definitely go back there in a heartbeat. And
then we went up to 21st.
Oh, okay. And we've already done something on 21st, but we were tickled to death to do 21st Amendment because they absolutely they distribute up in our area in the upstate of South Carolina where we're at, and I think it's just so cool to be able to go to some of these breweries that we drink beer and go there. So I just thought that was really, really cool. So 21st Amendment is to me it's a pretty well-known brewery.
And we never got to it, but they have a New Belgium here and a Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, well, Sierra Nevada is actually based out of Chico, California. So it's in Asheville. So there are a lot of breweries out in this area, and we just wanted to share some of the places that we were at. Hopefully that if your people are in San Francisco and you're doing any searches on Google or YouTube, this video will come up. It'll kind of give you a recommendation on a couple places to go to. So anything else?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, we got to wrap things up because we got to finish packing in our hotel because we're catching our ship tomorrow to go to Alaska. So until next time, dilly dilly.
Adios. Subscribe, okay?
Subscribe, like, and share.
Please.
Bye.